السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على النبي الكريم وبعد السلام عليكم. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to continue our lesson in Kitab AlQawaid. This is going to be the third lesson. We are going to continue from Babu Fara'id al-Wudu'i, chapter on obligations of ablution. وَمَا فَرَائِدُ الْوُضُوءِ, as for the obligations of ablution, فَثَمَانِيَةٌ, they are 8. And yet, the first one is intention, which is a mandatory act as far as ablution is concerned, which we have already explained that the intention should be something that you are going to intend in your heart. You don't need to speak it out. وَالْمَاءُ الطَّهُورُ وَهُوَ الْمُطْلَقُ, and we have purified water, which is absolute. We have already defined what do we mean by absolute water. It is the kind of water that retains its original color, taste, and smell. Okay. وغسل جميع الوجه, washing all the face is mandatory. وغسل اليدين إلى المرفقين, likewise washing the hands up to the elbows is also mandatory. ومسح جميع الرأس, rubbing all the head is mandatory. وغسل الرجلين إلى الكعبين, washing the feet up to the ankles is also mandatory. والفور, the ablution should be immediate, that is continuous. وهو الموالاة. وكون الجسد طاهرا, and the fact that the body is pure in the Shaykh al-Abhari is obligatory according to Shaykh al-Abhari. What we are saying here is that before you start performing your ablution, you have to ensure that your body is pure. انتهت فرائض الوضوء, the obligations of ablutions are over. باب سنن الوضوء, the supererogatories of ablution. وأما سنن الوضوء, as for the supererogatory of ablution, فثمانية, they are 8. غسل اليدين إلى الكوعين, washing the hands up to the wrist bones, قبل إدخالهما في الإناء, before inserting them into the vessel. والمضمضة, then rinsing the mouth. والاستنشاق, inhaling water. والاستنثار, exhaling water. ورد مسح الرأس, returning the wiping of the head. ومسح الأذنين, wiping the ears. وتجديد الماء لهما, repeating the water for them. What we are seeing here is that the water you use in wiping your head should be a different water you are going to use in wiping your ears. وترتيب, orderliness, you have to observe your ablution or perform your ablution in order. انتهت سنن الوضوء, the supererogatories of ablution are over. باب فضائل الوضوء, chapter on the virtues of ablution. وأما فضائل الوضوء, as for the virtues of ablution, فسبعة, they are 7. موضع طاهر, purified place, you have to get a place which is pure. وقلة الماء بلا حد, and minimizing water without limit. What we mean that without limit, you should use a little water, but a certain liters or something is not specified for you, but you have to ensure that the water is very little. والتسمية, to say Bismillah and not Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, but Bismillah will suffice. والدعاء, then the supplication, وهي اللهم اجعلني من التوابين, O Allah, make me one of the repentant. وجعلني من المتطهرين, make me one of the purified. وجعلني من عبادك الصالحين, and also make me one of the righteous servants. والسواك قبله, using siwak, that is the brushes before observing ablution, is something which is supererogatory. وتكرار مغسوله مرتين أو ثلاثا, repeating the washing of the limbs 2 or 3 times. What we are seeing here is that the first washing that one is going to do is a mandatory act. So if the first washing suffices, then the second one and the third one you are doing is fadail, is a virtual act. But if the first washing does not suffice, then the second washing is the one which is obligatory. If the second washing does not suffice, then the third one is the one which is obligatory, because one has to ensure that his limb is being washed. وَتَيَمُّنُ أَعْدَائِهِ وَإِنَائِهِ, also putting the right organs first. When you are observing your ablution, you should also always start with the right, because the Prophet used to start with everything كان يعجبه التيامن في التنقله up to the end of the hadith. وإنائه, and the vessel should be at the right, but it should be at the right if it is an open mouth vessel. However, if it is a kettle, it should be in the left. انتهت فضائل الوضوء. The virtues of ablutions are over. باب فرائض التيمم, the obligations of tayammum. أما فرائض التيمم, so the obligations of tayammum, we have النية عند مسح الوجه, intention when wiping the face. والفور, continuity. والضربة الأولى, the first blow, that is the blow to the earth or sand. والصعيد الطاهر, the clean level, you have to find a place which is very good. ومسح اليدين إلى الكوعين, wiping the hands up to the wrist bones. ونزع الخاتم عن أصابعه, and removing ring from his fingers. You have to remove rings from your fingers. لأن التراب لا تدخل تحته, because dust does not enter under it. واتصاله بالصلاة, connection with prayers. What we are saying here is that immediately when you are done with your tayammum, then you have to observe your prayers, because you are not expected to observe a tayammum unless if you have searched for water and you were not able to find that water. ودخول الوقت, and prayer time is due, because for the case of ablution, you can perform ablution and after 5 or 10 hours you observe the prayers, but not in the case of tayammum, because you cannot observe tayammum unless the prayer time is due. انتهى فرائض الوضوء, they are over tayammum obligation. باب سنن التيمم, the supererogatories of tayammum. وأما سنن التيمم, as for the supererogatory of tayammum, فخمسة, they are 5. التسمية, saying the Bismillah. والضربة الثانية, the second blow. وتقديم اليمنى على اليسرى, you have to start with the right before the left. والترتيب, orderliness. وتقليل الأصابع, pickling the fingers, is supererogatory. انتهى سنن التيمم, the supererogatory of tayammum are over. قال الشيخ, the Sheikh said, الفقيه الإمام, جئل فرائض الصلاة, the obligatory duties of prayer are made 15. 15 اتفق عليها مالك والشافعي وأبو حنيفة وأحمد بن الحنبل, which is agreed upon by Malik al-Shafi'i, Abu Hanifa and Ahmad bin Hanbal. Alhamdulillah.